you have the uniform that you put on that makes you feel sexy and amazing, and when you're someone who doesn't feel strong a lot, it's very enticing to have that around you. My name is Jack Thompson. My pronouns are he, him. I am International Mr. Leather 2019, and I'm living with HIV. When I was a kid, my dad worked for pretty much like every car dealership in the Bay Area at one point or another. And at one point when he was working at Honda, he brought home a motorcycle magazine. And I remember looking at that magazine very intensely, like stealing it. I still have it somewhere, where I looked at the models that were standing next to the bikes and like all in their leather jackets and the gear, and just being like, that's what cool looks like. Like, I've been obsessed with motorcycles like ever since, and the men that ride them, and just sort of the aesthetic of leather. It's a good material, it's sturdy, it's warm, a lot of people see it as armor because you put on that outfit and you feel invincible. It's very true, like you have the uniform that you put on that makes you feel sexy and amazing, and the feeling and culture around it and the actual material itself are all very strong. And when you're someone who doesn't feel strong a lot, it's very enticing to have that around you. My experience with IML, like, I was hoping if I was lucky I would make top 20, because I did like my speech and I worked really hard on it. I wanted to give it. But I was just like, if I do, I do, and if I don't, I don't, and that's fine. Either way, I'm really glad I got to be here and experience this. And then when they said my name, I was just like, what? And I was almost positive. I was like, are you sure you didn't switch the envelopes and you called the names out of order or something? It's so overwhelming and a really bizarre experience. But also just amazing, and like nothing I do ever will be to that scale. But the minute I got off stage, I sort of had this moment of like severe shock, and then this few minutes of like, this actually this is happening, like this is great, this is amazing. But I was very proud of the community in general, of how people embraced me. I mean, my message from IML, like it's sort of like the "you are enough" is sort of turned into my outcry to the greater world, and I think the reason that the speech has gone so viral is because not just leather people, not just kinky people, not just gay people, not just trans people, not just people of color, but everybody across the board, no matter how wealthy you are or good looking you may be, or what you deal with when you're really like, everyone has felt like they aren't enough for something. And I think that resonates with everybody.